Vladimir Guerrero Jr. still swinging it. It's hot as well. Can they get some offense from to have a win on the year, but ignore the fact Solson.
That 2.16 ERA is good for fourth in third innings. Pretty good at keeping it out of the.
That's how you manage to have an 0-5 record last night when the Blue Jays tried to make short, losing 6-2. Breaking ball at the one of the, even when it's cloudy, it's one of those bright, if that makes any sense. 2-2, and there's another issue at some point today. And that's in there. Here's Justin Turner up in the starting lineup. And obviously this is
one again as he was doing earlier.
Field, carry Carpenter over towards the line. But when your primary DH is a guy who doesn't really preventing Jansen from being in the lineup more often.
Danny, before the end of the day, if it's a close ball game.
May 140, 40% above. Hit a home run.
It'll stay more true to where movement back arm side.
Wave from Jake Rogers, the catcher. Vladdy's to climb. They'll go the short way to force Guerrero, and that'll be that. Green, who had who hit a home run last night, his 7th clock violation on a Wenzel Perez. Bottom of the first, and now a 1-1 swing
with it.
Came right back with it recently. They've won 4 days, some very quiet offensive days. Barrios did very well 2 years ago.
The purpose to keep
kind of unraveled in the 4th. There was one hard hit ball charged with 6 runs, but just 4. 3-2, and that's in there. Strikes out the first batter he faces, and now AJ Hinch had some very hopes for Riley Green.
Veteran. Yeah. That type of hitter that's just set back, but as a manager, wow.
Big swing. He's second. Kiner Falefa up with it. 2 down. And base hit and maybe more, and it is going to back, and that'll be a 2-out double for Canna. Team, a former 19th round pick. He is forcing me to put him in the outfield.
Very dangerous hitter with the much.
And it's gone. And to carry Carpenter, and he makes them
game plan and pitch to these hitters and try to
into right for a base hit. And now here's the rookie, the DH today, and this guy. And now swings through
part of the plate and up, left-handed,
and he got him again. Other parts of Canada have come here today. Thursday night they saw a win. If they were here last in there today, down for the first down.
Much it hurt clearly. The right-handed hitters against him, baseballs into the ground.
2021 for former Blue Jay, so they've got themselves a find here.
Sure.
It is short. And lots of time for
pitcher like this sinker in the middle part of the plate, or
65, kind of a baby-faced kid to Kiner Falefa, who will take. There's a bit of a just kind of waking up a little bit. It's a
across the entire zone,
tracking it and making that he was earlier in his career. Short. Bichette will spin, fires. Retired. Here's Zach McKinstry, ability guy. Actually was the second right-left guy.
We petition for just more than one position.
Here's the catcher. Rios directing traffic and then getting the head. He was kind of Falefa's all the time. Just
accused of not having fun.
No. Perhaps right-handed batters in there against him today.
That he gets right-handed hitters have. These righties are going to have to try to catch one that's up in the zone.
Couple of moments after he made it. Got their first hit of the game, and he's on his way to third with a triple.
It's a last-second thing to try to.
And Davis Schneider. So it remains 0-2. 2-9. And he got him to chase. So Easton Turner. Urshela will make the play.
Thing is gifted, Manoah reminded me. Barrios has earned all of his accolades.
Took him along to one of the better starting pitchers in baseball. Yusei Kikuchi.
Competitive and give you that hiccup a couple of years ago. I think from that.
I think I'm probably, I mean, man, he. He was really about 29 years old before he
hitters looked like he may have been trying to come in with that.
Now the Tigers since. Backhanded by Clement, and the throw right on the money.
There's so many of them, those sliders down on a hold, and takes those pitches when he's going right. Pitches like in a series against a specific.
Baez has a big bounce and unload.
Have a little bit of a, and I don't want to call behind that baseball a little bit more. Pitches like sink from that pitch from Olsen. 2.
But Carpenter coming over near the line is there. And Schneider talked about it again today when he was asked to give you the numbers that they know better than we do. The making contact. They're swinging and miss.
You can have that game data last night is a perfect example. You're,
whatever percent of the at-bat. Very little hard contact team wide.
Put him on and take your chances with Hay, and he's got his Tigers up 2-0. That's what's so tough about that pitch is it, but other times it runs away on you. Pitches in a day, and an opposing hitter makes you soft right here. Let's watch the rest of the at-batcher.
Shane
tells me he is still looking soft.
Swing and a miss, and he blaming Kirk for anything. You didn't have
relied on it all the way up from the line of leagues.
Guerrero, but it's going to bounce into foul territory.
Throw that almost any time, but he is pretty first base side.
And as you made the point, it's not just about reading swing.
Didn't see that well, and he almost chased it.
Try it again. The runner is going. Throw down.
Alejandro Kirk got run on one knee. What he props himself up as.
Now 2-2 because a guy could stop and snap it, and I think he's had a couple of weird ones. Is now racing out. Schneider racing over Alejandro Kirk to begin the 5th.
Keep it off the ground.
Kiner, and he'll succeed.
For a hit right there, but the angle of the back.
Things aren't going the way you need them to go, and meant. And the Tigers are the baseman. Urshela is.
That's Kirk at second base, because even
cut down. It's going to be caught by Carpenter.
Just right at the right fielder and not deep enough.
The 3rd inning did it with 1 out, but a dozen back in 20.
This is.
And he went around.
Olsen.
Schneider, who has struck out in each of his. Probably more than you normally would. It better. But it's not like everybody else is.
What? I'll tell you one thing. I've been in a lot of dugouts. When you're not
job. And every some point. There they go, and it's pop. And not to leave Jansen at well on any night.
I consider the Davis Springers and those guys to keep rolling.
And that's going to load the bases up.
Figured something out from Olsen that he grounded to 3rd in the 3rd inning. But that's that happy zone with the sinker. So
that and a walk to load the bases with. On field, so they didn't look at each other after. Ooh. You talk some very good years after that as well with Tim. Had it, picks it back up, throws, and field. Lots of room out there.
You have those hiccups, they kind of come in bunches, and you feel.
Hitter Jake Rogers, the catcher. Rogers hit. He got he
was there and almost just stopped a little bit too. Everything. Like he thought he was there, but they
had some issues.
And it's up to the hitter.
Foul back. Just that 140 of the 61. Line to second and caught. To 3 hits. Reese Olson got out of it.
Hitter away, and he saw that pitch so well, so comfortable at the plate right now.
Grounded out today. Left side, and he is out.
Hit. So when managers and hitting coach there, and that's not picking off light. He's been swinging that so well. The messaging all season long. Slider.
Scoop at first,
but he short hops him and kind of looked like it.
So the Blue Jays. Is this one of those games that's 2-0
for Jose Barrios' sake and the Blue Jays?
Changeup over the fastball. Most of that is still coming up, but you have because they had kind of dug themselves. Not kind of. They had dug themselves.
Major League teams throughout, especially.
But then you look a little bit further.
Teams like this, the teams that are flirting around in the standings, because you're trying to build that.
Here's Canna, a
runner on base. He will have to be ready. Your spot in middle, and it's a foul ball or a pop-up. One notices when you don't.
His consistent self going about his bit. A base hit for Canna. And then throw down to Bichette, who will put the plays defensively. He's hit to lead off the 5th. Blue Jays left the bases loaded there. Scheduled hitters here in the 7th.
Absolutely.
Baez up with it and throws him out on the ground. That is the 19th out. First and second, nobody out. Oh, it is the home plate umpire. Two and
a listless 3 quick bats through the
Guerrero, Bichette, Springer. Bullpen going now for is going to be Ernie Clement. Clement's coming to the plate. Bottom.
Yeah.
You know, this might be a shot. Ernie is comfortable.
Henson.
There goes the runner.
Hit and run. Fastball, and you think you're getting something in the zone.
To hit and run, like there's only so many levers you can pull. 2-2. Urshela will
making just his 5th start, and he just whiffed on the baseball. Wasn't in the dirt.
And we won. Perhaps his services will be lends itself to that. 2.
But I thought we might do Jays here in the 7th. Fox, you're taking a pitch here.
And he did. Swings through. Chop.
Falling behind 2-0, then came back with a couple of
and Urshela is going to make the play on it for the second.
Really jammed him. Good sequence of pitches. Pretty good throwing catchers.
Well,
down 2. I don't think you take in a gap.
Hits it hard. And the 1-2.
Knowledge of the strike zone.
And to score is Kyle Turner. Again to the 2-3. And swings through it.
Helmet or batting gloves with these guys coming up. The bottom of the order could come up again.
Yeah, getting close. Over. 2-2 will come out for the bottom of the 7th. Short charging is Baez. High throw, but